The new line now, it's not enough to build a wall, is we have to send troops into Mexico. That's what we're doing. And then we're going farther. So Nikki Haley proposed defunding sanctuary cities, adding 25,000 more Border Patrol and ICE agents, which, by the way, is the largest enforcement agency, is the largest federal agency in this country. You guys, you need to know how big Border Patrol is. It's massive. So like, it's so massive. There are people in Border Patrol in their cars just playing Candy Crush. People still play that? Playing, I don't know. They're swiping on Tinder. They're just there. So I just want you guys to know, like, that all means nothing. It means absolutely nothing to add more Border Patrol. Implementing a catch and deport policy instead of a catch and release policy. She suggested no money should go to addressing root causes of migration until the border is secure. Good on you, babe. No, that's great. Yeah, definitely don't stop don't stop setting the fire. Just try to keep putting the fire out. That'll work great. Ramaswamy said he agreed with his fellow Republicans, but he's going even further. This is fun. And he's supporting the end of birthright citizenship for the children of undocumented immigrants. He's also advocating for militarizing the southern border, while DeSantis is supporting using the military to go after Mexican drug cartels. Blah, 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 something that DeSantis says about all this. Again, one-upping one another, completely evading the actual source of the issue, which is the failed war on drugs, if that's what you're talking about. I did want to note one thing, Farron, before we have to break. The thing that you were mentioning, and I remembered my thought. If they really wanted to hammer Biden on any of this, they could, but they would have to do it from the left. If you want to talk about protecting children, you could talk about taking away the child tax credit program, right? And the fact that lifted however many millions of children out of poverty, and now we're back to child poverty rates that we had before the pandemic. And they can't, because then they would have to admit that they also didn't vote for it, that they didn't like it, that no Republican voted for the American Rescue Plan. And that would be that. But they can't do that. So I mean, it's like, again, and same with the border stuff. I mean, Biden is continuing the Trump legacy on the border. It's one of the issues. Unions, all hats off to him, but immigration policy, he's doing terribly. They could hit him on that, but they agree with him too much. So they just have to one up it.
You know, the Republicans are not going to be happy till we have every like Border Patrol and Homeland Security agent on the border, like a big game of Red Rover, linked hands, like, nope, nobody's getting through here. We got goal line defense. We're not gonna, and it's ridiculous, because the issue of immigration will never be solved the way Republicans want it to, because the same people funding their campaigns are the people benefiting from all of these people coming across the border. That is cheap, exploitable labor.
Yes.
And they keep it open so they can get it. They give the money to Republicans who use it as a talking point to get reelected, and the cycle continues itself over and over again.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.